In 2010, Tesla was trading at a mere $17 per share. And I bet you, just like me, didn't seize the opportunity to buy its stock. But guess what? We now have a second chance to invest in something groundbreaking. The market for artificial intelligence is projected to reach a staggering $2 trillion by 2030, growing at a compounding annual rate of 37%. So imagine this, if you invested $100,000 today and experienced a 37% annual growth for the next 7 years, you'd be sitting on almost $1 million. Talk about an exciting time to dive into AI and its incredible investment potential. Join me today as I share my list of the top AI ETFs. Of course, I might miss an ETF you believe is a better choice, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below for everyone else to see. When choosing the top AI ETFs, I selected a variety that isn't redundant. And when faced with similar options, I opted for the one with a lower expense ratio. The Roundhill Ball Metaverse ETF is the first ETF on our list, the Roundhill Ball Metaverse ETF. Despite the name, it's a strong company that fuels AI and the Metaverse. Its strategy revolves around offering exposure to companies that shape the Metaverse, creating entertainment, and providing the necessary infrastructure. What sets this ETF apart is its unique selection of top holdings. Roundhill Ball Metaverse ETF brings diversity with companies like Roblox, Tencent, and Sony, tapping into the gaming and entertainment sector. It's a relatively new ETF with a portfolio of 52 companies. Its expense ratio exceeds the average of my top 10 picks, standing at 0.59%. Let's move forward to the next among today's ETFs. The iShares US Tech Breakthrough Multi-Sector ETF offers a different level of diversity than others and includes several companies that could experience significant swings, positive or negative. However, what sets this ETF apart is its unique set of top 10 holdings. Take, for example, Salesforce, a company specializing in CRM software with over 20% market share. Aside from Salesforce, I enjoy that this ETF has Regeneron Pharmaceuticals in its top 10 holdings because, as Regeneron explains, AI has a lot of promise in this field. They can also speed possible cures by employing machine learning production more than tenfold, bringing us closer to finding solutions for some diseases of our deadliest ailments. Moreover, its expense ratio is below my top 10 average of 0.4%. Moving on to the third ETF on our list, we have the Global X Robotics and AI ETF. This fund focuses on investing in AI, automation, and industrial robotics. It aims to capture the potential growth and innovation in these areas at the forefront of technological advancement. When looking at the top 10 holdings for this ETF, the list looks similar to most of my ETF selections are pretty unique in that the leading firm is Intuitive Surgical, which develops automated solutions and robotics for the medical sector, including whole surgical systems. Da Vinci, for example, uses robot-assisted technology to make surgical operations more accurate and efficient. In terms of performance, this fund has shown a year-to-date growth of 23.9%. With 298 companies in its portfolio, it stands out as the most diverse ETF I'm covering today. Its expense ratio is 0.69%. Let's focus on another top holding in the First Trust NASDAQ Artificial Intelligence and Robotics ETF. Kinetic, a company similar to AeroVironment, specializes in ground robotics for the defense sector. It's worth noting that investing in defense companies may not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly understandable. I aim to provide ETF options across various sectors to enhance your investment knowledge. With a year-to-date performance of 14.2%, this fund has the lowest growth among the ETFs I'm reviewing today. It holds 113 companies, and its expense ratio is 0.65%. Let's move on to the following ETF on our list, the Invesco NASDAQ Internet ETF. This fund's top 10 holdings align more with what you would typically expect from an AI portfolio. Key players like Meta, formerly known as Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and Amazon dominate this list. In terms of performance, the Invesco NASDAQ Internet ETF has shown year-to-date solid growth of 24.9%. It holds 85 companies and boasts a low expense ratio of only 0.6%. But before we continue, we want to thank you for watching this far. Let's move on to the sixth ETF on our list, the Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1 ETF. Now, I must admit, a part of me hesitates to embrace this fund because of its extensive marketing. However, when you look at the top holdings, you'll find the usual suspects of high-tech companies poised for solid growth in AI. This ETF has demonstrated solid returns with a year-to-date performance of 23.8% across 102 companies. Even better is its impressively low expense ratio of 0.2%, one of the lowest among the funds I'm reviewing today. This cost efficiency played a significant role in its inclusion on this list, as it delivers strong performance without excessive fees. Next is the Innovator Deepwater Frontier Tech ETF, designed to identify emerging companies expected to have breakout performances in robotics and AI. As a result, many of the top 10 holdings in this fund differ from those found in other ETFs I've covered so far. It's worth noting that this ETF includes some controversial gaming companies, which may introduce a higher level of risk. With a year-to-date performance of 18.3% across 113 total companies and an expense ratio of 0.7%, weighing the potential benefits against these factors is essential. The eighth option on our list is the iShares Global Tech ETF, which may be considered vanilla since nearly 50% of its holdings are allocated to Apple and Microsoft. However, it does offer exposure to key stocks like ASML Holdings and Taiwan Semiconductor, which are crucial for AI growth. This ETF has delivered a year-to-date performance of 23.7% across 114 companies, with a low expense ratio of 0.4%. Let's move on to the ninth ETF, the iShares US Technology ETF, which I consider a great foundational ETF for AI. Its top holdings include Microsoft, Alphabet, Google's parent company, nvidia, and Meta, formerly Facebook. They recently announced their latest AI model, PaLM 2, which excels in math, coding, and language translation. They also plan to launch a chatbot called Bard to compete with conversational AI models like ChatGPT. This ETF boasts the highest year-to-date performance among the ETFs discussed today, with a 29.3% increase across 139 companies. Its expense ratio is also commendably low at 0.39%. Furthermore, this fund has been around long enough to demonstrate a 5-year return of 17.9%. The final ETF on our list is the SPDR Select Sector Fund Technology. While it allocates significantly to Apple and Microsoft, it provides a nice spread of holdings with companies like nvidia, Salesforce, Adobe, and Oracle. What sets this fund apart and justifies its inclusion in the list is its track record of excellent management over several years. It has delivered a year-to-date performance of 24.2% across 66 companies. However, its standout feature is its meager expense ratio of 0.1%, which is the best among all the funds discussed today. Although its year-to-date performance may not be the highest in the group, it boasts the highest 5-year performance at 19.5%. This indicates that it has consistently performed well over time and has established itself as a reliable choice for exposure to the AI space. If you feel another fund deserves mention in the top 10 list, share your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you for tuning in and looking forward to sharing more quality content. If you are curious about the future of fintech, then make sure to watch this video right here and enjoy. See you there.